For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far, you think we've gotten too radical with our message. Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet. And if you don't know, now you know. Glory, glory! Woo! You better put them hands together and act like you know up in here. What you say now?
All right. Come on.
What you say now?
All right.
What you say now?
Come on.
What you say now?
All right.
What you say now? What you say now?
All right.
GP, sing it with me. Oh, come on. All the young people driving down the street.
To Music Monday at www.peauxeticexpressions.com. And thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel for those of you who have already done that. If you haven't, make sure you do that before you finish watching this video. In 1996, you may remember a very popular song, gospel music, really shook things up in the gospel world and in the music world, period. A song called Stomp by Kirk Franklin, featuring Salt of Salt and Pepper fame and his new group at the time, God's Property. And they made some really, really big hits together. That CD, God's Property, is actually one of his biggest CDs to date. It sold over 3 million copies. Of course, Stomp was the biggest song on there. But they also had You Are the Only One, More Than I Can Bear. There were a lot of hits on that CD. And if you don't know, basically the story is that the founder, Linda Seawright of God's Property, she felt like Kirk Franklin coerced her into signing a deal that was really one-sided, which, in my opinion, of course he's going to get most of the money out of the deal. He's Kirk Franklin. But apparently the deal was so bad that they wanted to sue him over it. So there was definitely some bad blood there. And then the next thing you knew, you just didn't hear anything about that group anymore. He went on to record some other CDs. Some have been more successful than that and some have not been. I will say Rebirth is my favorite Kirk Franklin CD. But he has reconsidered, and it seems like God's Property is also reconsidered a reunion here coming up soon. He tweeted on January 1st, New Year's night, actually about an hour or so after New Year's hit, and basically said family time for a new God's Property album. And then he said, GP, are you with me? I know you all remember that. It was everywhere, you know, GP, are you with me? I got kind of tired of hearing it after a while. But Stomp at that time, you know, I really have to give him his props for that song, because at that time, I mean, it was everywhere. You heard it in clubs. I mean, it was on the radio. It was crossing all kind of boundaries. And not just for gospel music. It was a big song. It was just a big song, period. I mean, still to this day, it's a really big song. So just interested to see what you all's thoughts are. Do you think Kirk Franklin can do it again with God's Property? If they do reunite, will the music still be the same, or should they just let it rest with the classic that they created about 16 years ago? Want to know your thoughts on that, and also check out my thoughts on Bridget Kelly. She's a new singer that's signed to Rock Nation. I'll be reviewing a couple of tracks from her EP, and also I'm eagerly anticipating, I'll say, her new CD that's set to drop this year. So let me know what you think about Bridget Kelly and her music, also about Kirk Franklin reuniting with God's Property. Thanks for tuning in to Music Monday, and I will see you all again.